Certainly, in an effort to make the transcript more easily digestible, we have updated it as follows. In Pawn Stars, the crew has honed their skills to the point that they can identify counterfeit goods and con unsuspecting consumers. This is made possible by their enormous knowledge and expertise in the pawn business. The pawn business, on the other hand, has experienced severe financial setbacks as a direct result of falling prey on multiple occasions to fraudulent schemes. Let's take a more in-depth look at a few of the occasions when the Harrisons were taken advantage of. One of the most significant problems for the crew of Pawn Stars has been dealing with cubic zirconia. In the past, Richard the Old Man Harrison, who has since passed away, confessed that fake diamonds, especially cubic zirconias, were the thing that had taken advantage of him the most. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, synthetic diamonds were used to defraud a large number of pawn shops across the country, notably the gold and silver pawn shop. The old man fell for the trick, and as a result, he lost $30,000 trading in cubic zirconias. Despite the fact that this was a big loss at the time, the next generation of Pawn Stars has been trained to recognize real gems from phony. Another mistake that led to a significant financial loss for the legendary pawn shop was one that involved Joe Jackson's autograph. Shoeless Joe Jackson was a legendary figure in baseball, and items associated with him tend to garner a premium price on the secondary market. One of the vendors brought in a book with the title Say It Ain't So Joe, which the vendor was under the impression was signed by the player. Rick Harrison was so thrilled by the discovery that he made the purchase for $13,000 without first conducting adequate verification. However, after further investigation, specialists determined that the signature was a forgery, and as a consequence, the pawn business lost everything. In addition to making mistakes with autographs, the team from Pawn Stars has been known to make blunders with expensive timepieces, most specifically phony Rolexes. When Corey Harrison, Rick's son, made the rookie error of purchasing 6 fake Rolexes within a single week without first verifying the validity of the watches, he committed an embarrassing gaffe. Because of this mistake, the company lost $4,000. Corey was able to steer clear of errors of a similar nature because of the wisdom and knowledge he accumulated over the years. Corey's gaffes did not stop there, however. In the 2012 episode titled Free Willy, Corey made another mistake that ended up being quite expensive. He thought he was buying a game-worn Willie Mays San Francisco Giants uniform from 1961, so he forked over $31,000 to acquire it. However, after further investigation, specialists concluded that Willie Mays did not wear the uniform and that it had never belonged to him. The item was subsequently sold at auction for $19,200, which resulted in a huge loss for the pawn store. In one episode, the English guitarist Vic Flick, who is famous for his work on James Bond soundtracks, contacted Rick. Flick is known for his work on James Bond soundtracks. Rick purchased Flick's old guitar for $55,000 with the intention of reselling it at a higher price due to the fact that it was formerly owned by James Bond. Nevertheless, the pawn shop was only able to sell it for $25,000, which resulted in a significant loss for the owner. These cons and gaffes serve as cautionary tales, demonstrating that even seasoned professionals, like the guys from Pawn Stars, are susceptible to falling for cons and making mistakes with significant financial repercussions. As a friendly reminder, before making any purchases or agreeing to deals, you should always check the genuineness of the products you intend. What are your thoughts on the Pawn Stars frauds that have been going on? Do you remember any other cons that appeared on the show? Please leave your feedback in the comments section below. Do like and subscribe to the channel to get the latest videos from our side.